yeah. Okay, we're playing college ball. And the Clemson Tigers, Florida Gators. This is hella dope, actually. Oh, you know I have to do it. Hang on. No, where's Clemson? Okay, so I'm gonna play Longhorn Texans because that's college I really want to go to. LSU. No, should we do LSU in Oklahoma? Yeah. No, what are the uniforms? Hell yeah! And they have practice uniforms too. This is dope. Shit. You can't customize the helmets. Yo, that's dope. Dead ass. Do they even have the stadiums? That'd be dope. Come on. Please tell me you have the actual stadiums, not like some random ass crap.
Hello, everybody. It's the Cup. From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between our visitors and our home team. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in April's draft, and also the Heisman Trophy winner out of Oklahoma. They'll run on first down. It's Brooks. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 56 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw, and that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray now. Throw caught there by Willis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Gets this one to Morris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. First down, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And they've got it inside the 10.
Which Brown is it, though? Is it just Brown? Oh, Marquez Brown. Okay. Oh, I know who he is.
At the 8.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives him a little bit of room to complete it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now here comes Jacksonville's offense again as they set up shop. Looking at their season right now, big loss in Week 12 at Tennessee. Dropped them to 4-7. Huge difference between 5-6 and 4-7 as that moves them to the cellar of the AFC South. 3 games behind first place. They'll try to pick things up Week 13. In-state battle as they face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, Abby. What you got? What you got, Abby? What you got, Abby? Give me some. Give me some.
Breaks a tackle. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And Anderson's got it. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Murray now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Here's Murray from midfield. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
No.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run it again with Anderson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down, here's the run with Anderson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense.
On 2nd and a couple, Murray. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Rodney Anderson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 6. Mike 6. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Morris. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on first down is Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 8 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Three down.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The throw over the middle taken in. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
I got the extra kick and block. So technically it's 2 field goals.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Playing to win. Let's go.
And now out come the Jags. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, I destroyed LSU. Oh, shit.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. He'll look to throw. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put the...
Oh, I destroyed. actually cool though. I'm gonna use Clemson this time. Next to Miami Hurricanes. I wonder, what are their uniforms? I like the away uniforms for them. Oh wait, we should do a practice game. I do need to practice on my kickoffs anyway. Kickoff. I do want to commit towards Longhorns, to be honest. If I had the chance, the three colleges I want to go to are either Texas, USC, Oregon, Oklahoma. Oh, I said three. I meant four. Oh wait, but they're both orange. Hang on. So yeah. I'm gonna practice my kickoff returns. Did it stop raining yet? No, it's still raining. It's very light though. I'll return. I'll kick off the middle. Okay. Oh, I had the first two people. I didn't have like the entire team though. I don't know why I call fair catch. Finger slip. Go! Go! There we go. It's our first return. Fuck. Does no one know how to block? Gain again. I'm gonna keep doing this until I score like touchdowns repetitively. Like I find a way. feel stuck at the 20. On average, I get to 20, 30. 20 or 30. See if I can try something else in here. Ah, I didn't spin move quick enough. Nice. Ah, I thought I had it. I thought wrong. What is this? Fucking backyard football? I wonder what I'm doing wrong. What if I just tail the sideline? Terrible return. Oh, it just put me out of bounds. Why is this so difficult? Oh, ah. Alright, no bounds. I'll shed something else now. Offense.
Set it. 18 Gator.
Oh, am I supposed to be, LSU? You're all the way to 15.
Got it. Shoot.
fast they can run until they die. This man's running laps. Oh, you can't run laps until the touchdown? Sucks.
On the set. Hit it.
Run laps, boy.
Come on, set. 8, read. Go.
See how far this kid can throw. Or you can just steal his throw. So just running around the field. Stiff arm.
Ready, ready. Let's go, let's go. Get set. Say hut.
Nope. Ah, I was hoping him to cut in before.
Let's go. 60 orange. Fire.
Fuck, it was a roll to pass.
Set. 60. Set, go.
I'm gonna call a play. Oh yeah, that's right, I have to run.
Ready, break.
I'm gonna call a different play. No, no, no. Nah, switching the kickoff.
Set, ready. 90 wolf.
There we go.
Now.
Oh, that's not gonna catch. Yeah.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready, ready. Ready up. Get it. Here we go. 10 Lobo. Leaf River. Leaf River.
How do you drop those?
Ready. Head up.
Okay.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
So then...
Shoot. On the double.
Alright, I'm probably gonna have to end the stream here soon. Right now. Because I gotta go to Thanksgiving party. This is a fun stream. I'll see you guys later.